Hello everyone, welcome to my basketball talk or live talk. I'll be doing whatever the fuck I want on this channel besides covering the Warriors, which is my main focus. Because that's why I do this shit. I just want to express myself in a way that feels authentic and just like me. Which is a mess right now, honestly. I've been just a little all over the place lately, and it's just been mood swings after mood swings, and shit's just been weird. But we had the NBA opening night, which I was excited for, not as much as usual, because I mean there was the Olympics, the WNBA season had a really good pulse, and it was awesome. So it was not as easy to get excited for this season of the NBA, besides my Warriors, which I'm really excited about because it's really unpredictable what my Warriors will do. But I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just not a true basketball lover. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just not a true sports lover. Actually, maybe I just love the moments instead of the sports. Even though I love to play basketball, it's just intriguing sometimes how my mind thinks and works. But that's besides the point. But let me know how you all feel. Do you all ever feel like you sometimes do this shit just because it's a routine, because it's something you're so used to, because it's something that was widely accepted or expected of you? That's something I genuinely want to know. If any of you all want to express yourselves in the comment section. But the Celtics looked incredible, as expected. They make the basketball look so easy, right? Drive and kicks, create disadvantages on the floor, get wide open three-pointers for great shooters, and shit just works out. Even though they couldn't hit a fucking three-pointer after they tied the NBA record, and they went like 0 for 13 afterwards, which was horrible, and Peyton Pritchard just was not great. But I mean, Jason Tatum was incredible. I thought the Knicks looked really shallow. I thought defensively they looked awful, and Tatum was able to just get like 3 pull-up three-pointers in his favorite spots to get into rhythm, and then he stayed in rhythm. 37 points, 10 assists, 8 three-pointers. The shot looks great. And the Celtics are incredible. They will be incredible. We all know they will just... we all know they will be great as long as they don't get hurt. Which, they are still without Porzingis. Just remember, they are still without Porzingis. And they're this incredible. Brad Stevens just deserves all the credit. The players deserve all the credit. It is great team basketball with great individual players, and they're using the system well, right? 61 threes, 29 made, and they're doing what they should do with that shit, if I'm being honest with you. And then the Knicks. The Knicks made some questionable decisions, and we'll see how that works out, but Mikal Bridges looked absolutely woeful in his debut. Defensively, he doesn't look as great as... I think, he has never been as good as he was in that Suns 2021 season. He's never been the same defensively after that. And offensively, we all saw the new jump shot. It's been some focus off topic. Funky Diabetic made a really good video about that on his second channel. Because, it looks fucking woeful. It looks like he's figuring out how to play basketball in real time out there. It looks like when I first started to, want to go out and play ball outside here and try to figure out how to fucking shoot the basketball. It looks horrible. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but it's not great. Towns defensively didn't look good. OG Anunoby was nowhere to be seen. Shout out Miles McBride. He was out there to put up buckets, and he did that. But the starting lineup just, they're gonna need a lot of time to, they're gonna need time, obviously, to just work things out, to figure out how to play together. It's gonna take some time, and it makes sense, right? The Celtics have all the chemistry, they've played together, pretty much no changes. There are a lot of changes for the Knicks. It's gonna take some time, but a lot of discouraging signs with Towns and Bridges. Towns defensively and Bridges all around. So we'll see how this works out, but those are my thoughts on this game. The Knicks also looked lifeless. It felt like there was not enough energy in these games, in both of them. Obviously the crowds are tuned out on the TV, which also I feel like is a mistake, or at least to the point where I feel like it's too much. It's too tuned out. The crowds make a lot of the games, even though I would say in general the crowds at sports events, especially in America, and I would say even in the Premier League, have been just toned down a lot. Some of it obviously is the money and the biggest fans can be there. Some of it is, I would say, the predictability, especially in soccer or in football. I mean, Pep Guardiola made the game so formulaic. And I mean, to be fair, the Celtics are doing the same. But I mean, it's a great team basketball. But I mean, if they're gonna blow everyone out, which they could very well with how well this team is constructed, it's not gonna be as fun to watch them either way, because they'll just be destroying teams. But that was what we'll have to see. I mean, I don't think anybody predicted anyone to actually be the #1 seed other than the Celtics. I don't think there's a single soul that thinks otherwise. I mean, probably that is right, but they're being delusional. Or maybe not, we'll see. But obviously it's just the first game and we're gonna overreact to the first games. But yeah, the Celtics look just unstoppable. And also, somebody else who looked unstoppable, Anthony Davis, 36 points, 16 rebounds, 3 blocks, 4 assists. I should have included him in my predictions for DPOY. Completely forgot about him there. It's crazy that Anthony Davis and Bam Adebayo don't have a DPOY and Rudy Gobert has 4. He should give one of them to both of these, and he would still have 2, so shit. It would make sense. But the Lakers looked really good. Rui Hachimura abused Julius Randle defensively, which is huge. And I mean, if Rui Hachimura plays like this, he's certainly gonna be more valuable, because defensively he can be a little bit of a black hole out there. But tonight he played really well, and if he looks like this more consistently, that's huge for the Lakers. Austin Reeves did his thing. Obviously, you still don't love D'Angelo Russell. I just don't like him, and I don't think the players like him. But I mean, what can you do? Him and Hachimura are the X factors at the end of the day for this starting lineup if they can do well. The bench is not great, but Jackson Hayes had his moments, which is huge. I don't like Max Christie being pretty much the first guard of the bench. Gabe Vincent played more then and it looked better. Max Christie doesn't look ready to me. I think Dalton Knecht looks more ready and he looks good. But the bench is gonna be tough. I don't think this bench is gonna be great. It's gonna be all about Rui and D'Lo being able to figure it out offensively. And if one of these, always at least 1 or 2 of these guys can be consistent off the bench, which I think Dalton Knecht will certainly play a role. He looks good. I'm really, jealous of them for him, because he has the right mentality from what I've seen. He obviously is a sniper and he plays the game, confidently and the right way. And if you can make Jackson Hayes at least be effective offensively, Gabe Vincent can maybe give you something. This Lakers team is going to be fine. Obviously, we hope Jared Vanderbilt comes back eventually and he's going to be someone that plays. Maybe Christian Wood. We'll see. But the Lakers look pretty solid, but I think it was also more about the Timberwolves, where offensively they look awful. It's going to take time. Once again, they made changes. Dante and Julius Randle are new. Randle, while the counting sets look pretty good, it feels like he doesn't fit at all, right? It made Anthony Edwards be way more aggressive. He had to force way more. He was chucking a little bit from the 3-point line, but I mean, 5 of 13 is a good number. But offensively, the T-Wolves just looked awful. Some of it is AD and the Lakers defense. Some of it is that they just have no spacing out there. Nobody fears anyone from the 3-point line. Not even Mike Conley anymore, who was out there running cardio. Which, I mean, age could catch up with him. And there might need to be a time where they will play Rob Dillingham more. Or they will have to play Rob Dillingham, which I would like to see him. Nicky Alexander-Walker looked good off the bench, which is huge. Dante, even though he didn't shoot the ball well, I think he's gonna be really good for them. It was just a bad first game for everyone. They're gonna need some time to adjust once again, just like the Knicks. But it's funny how both these teams looked disinterested. Like the T-Wolves came into that game with no heart. The Knicks came into that game and then looked like they play with no heart. Both the Knicks and the Timberwolves just looked a little soulless out there. And it led to the other team just being great off the rip. But we'll see with the T-Wolves. I don't know if I actually predicted them to be number 5 seed or the number 2 seed. I hope I did the number 5 seed, but I don't remember actually, because that was my gut feeling, but I just felt like it was a little too cruel on them. But maybe I, should have trusted my gut with this team. We'll see how it works out. I don't know what to feel about Minnesota. Who do they play next? They play Sacramento. That's gonna tell us something. I'm excited about that game. That's gonna be intriguing. Sacramento against Minnesota and OKC against Denver on Friday is fucking crazy, actually. But there's that. Those were my opening night overreactions, thoughts, prayers, whatever the fuck. I'm gonna be more me. I'm not gonna edit this shit. I'm not gonna do something fancy. It's just, you know, if it's for your background, if you want to debate with me about ball, I'm down. If you want to debate with me about life, I'm down. Shit's been tough, and I'm just gonna be me. I don't care anymore. You know, I just want to be honest as much as I can, and I'm gonna make a video talking about, you know, sports and, you know, sports watching in general and how I feel about it. And I want to hear a lot of people's thoughts. How they feel watching sports. Do they feel like sometimes, you know, I'm gonna make a video about that just off the rip. It's gonna be a lot of improv. If you like that, if you just like rawness, I'm not saying it's the best content. I'm not saying I shouldn't maybe do more, but I'm just saying that's what I want to do, and I don't want to make this a job. I don't want to make this something that I have to do. I just want to make this something that I love to do, and I feel like I've lost myself a little bit in that. So thank you all for listening, thank you all for watching, and I do want to finish the tier list. I want to finish the power forward and center tier list, which I'll do right now. Thank you all for listening, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.